people, it's me, Eco Chick, and I'm here with Mrs. Durant and all the crew, and most importantly, the sack fry. So check them out today. They're super active again today. They're not really resting much. Some of them are still resting on the bottom. I'll show you that in a second. But they are really getting close to their release date. And so they are swimming more vertically now. They are dipping up to the top to fill their air bladders and just take gulps of air. And yeah, they are practicing what it's like to hunt on the surface or even on the bottom. We have lost one more, and if you look really closely there, kind of right in front of Seymour. Seymour probably feels kind of bad about that, but that one didn't make it from yesterday. I sort of thought that would happen. There are still some that are laying around. They are breathing. I did the dissolved oxygen test and everything's fine. I'll show you the results of that when I take you over to the chart. But yeah, I'm just kind of, not all of them make it, and so hopefully they will perk up and start swimming around, and I'll get that poor ghost fish out of there. So yeah, things are looking pretty good otherwise, other than that loss. And so take a good look. What are you noticing in tank life today? What do you wonder about today? If you could ask the sack fry a question, what would you ask them? And if you had some words of encouragement or some wishes for their health, what would you say to them? You're really showing off your camera today. I'm going to zoom back out and show you where we're at with our water quality. So yeah, pH is elevated pretty high again, so I will put some pH down in, and it's looking like the ammonia is probably going to change to like a 0.25. I'll take another look at that. And then our temperature is a constant 53. It's about 60 degrees in the room today. And yeah, most of the sack fry are still with us today, so that's super cool. And I did the math problem with you yesterday, and so we are getting close to maybe like 5 days or so to release. And so yeah, I'm gonna get us all ready for that. It'll be move out day. It's a really big day for the the swim up fry getting out into the water for the first time in the big water and the big wild. But it's also a big day for me here at the office after I release them. There's a whole lot of cleaning that goes on with all of these components or these parts for the tank to make sure they're clean enough for next year. And yeah, we're getting close now. I'm going to take you over to our chart, and we have about 94 little sack fry now, 53 degrees. Our temperature units are 1,435. The pH is elevated. Ammonia, I already mentioned. We have a ghost fish. The egg sacs are getting smaller still, and you may have noticed that. We're just barely seeing a little bit of pink on the sides now, and they're more silvery. They are practicing the swim up. And then I said the dissolved oxygen is okay. And so here's that test. This is usually a test I do out in the field at the stream out at Lake Creek. But if you look here, these are the different colors we're trying to match to. And I think it's doing really well. So a good number is between 10 and 12, and we are definitely there. So it's not a dissolved oxygen issue. It's just I don't know, something is happening with the development that's making those feel a little weaker and needing to lie around the bottom a bit. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it, and I'm going to remove that poor little ghost fish here with my turkey baster, and Yeah. I don't think there's a lot more to report today. Things are going along swimmingly. And look at their spots. Do you see all their spots? Do you see their fins? See this little bit of pink on their sides from their egg sac. And if you get a view of their belly, you can see how it's starting to close up a little bit, or button up is what it's called. Just let you take another little look here before I sign out for today. And it is time to think about writing some fish wishes. If you write some wishes for your little fishes, you could even call them by name. If you want to turn them into your teachers could email me and I'll read some of the fish wishes on the release date to the little swim up fry. And just so they know that we humans really care about them and their species, and we rely on them and their keystone species qualities that help in not only the freshwater ecosystem but also the saltwater system. So there's kind of some crazy action happening on top, so I'm just going to let you watch for a little bit longer. Can really see how they're looking more like fish now than kind of like a pollywog in a way. And if you don't know what a pollywog is, or a tadpole, that's a young frog. All right, people. This is Eco Chick and the Sack Fry and all the crew here in the Tank Life Experience signing out. Have a wonderful whatever you do today.